Hello guys, my name is NaToSaphiX, and today we have another video, and this time it is the conclusion of the logo contest. Now, if the microphone quality is absolutely atrocious, I do not know what the fuck is going on. I've just recorded this video twice, and both times the audio was absolutely messed up. I'm not sure if I've just had the microphone too close to my face or whatever, but I'm hoping it's better now. If it's not, I don't really know what to do. But I have been thinking about buying a stationary mic, so yeah, hopefully I'll get around to doing that at some point. But anyway, about the logo contest, most or at least some of you will have known that lately I've had this logo competition going, and approximately 9 days ago I picked out a top 10 for the logo contest. Now, I'm going to give you a short little rundown of the logos and my general feelings about them. So starting from the top, we've got the controller theme logo here, and it's a really good looking logo. This is a bit plain maybe, but it is looking pretty good, and I can see that there's a lot of work put into this. At the same time, I can see that, you know, the guy is very talented, and it's actually a pretty fucking good looking logo in my opinion. But the controller doesn't really reflect who I am, since I am a PC player. And that was kind of my biggest upset about this logo. I tried to make him, I got him to make a logo with a mouse instead, but it didn't really look very good. And I decided to go with the controller, as it still kind of leads the thoughts over to a gamer. But yeah, I'll just let that hang for a bit. So the next one is the N2S logo. It's super duper plain, but it's pretty good looking. And he's decided to make also kind of with shirt print. Now, it does look a bit like it says N25, and that maybe reminds me more of like some kind of sport where it will like be, you know, a football player has a number on his back or whatever. Something like that. I know it's a bit weird since, yeah, but I don't know. That was kind of the biggest issue I had with this one. Then the next one is, like, quality-wise, it's not that good looking, but the idea of it is pretty neat. You see the N here, then the A is here, and there's a number 2 here, so it's like NA2. But it's a bit hard to know that it's about me. And that's also, like, I like these hidden messages in a sense, but the quality of this was just a bit off. It looks a bit too plain, and this bit looks a bit weird. Now, the next one is also a very good idea. It's one that I've been experimenting with before. It's just NATO and, well, NATO, where the O is a cross instead, and it's actually really good looking. The quality of this is very, very good in my opinion, but you guys didn't really seem to like it that much. Now, the next one is by Necter Design, and first of all, the first thing I thought when I saw this was, why is there a vagina on this logo? And I'm just cracking jokes here, but actually that was kind of what I was thinking. But it's just for fun, you know. I talked to my sister, I talked to my mum, I talked to my girlfriend, and none of them think that looks like a vagina. So either I have a fucked up image of vaginas, or I don't know. Yeah, I don't even actually see any other possibilities. But I asked 3 girls, and they said no. So I probably just have a really messed up image of how a vagina looks like. But on another topic or whatever, as far as this logo goes, it looks really, really cool. You can't really see it says SaphiX. It looks more like it's a V. But the idea of it is good. The actual quality of this design is really good. Like, you know, the raw skill involved in making this logo is pretty high. How the X kind of moves here as well is very well thought through, and it looks absolutely amazing. He's also decided to make a stream overlay, and this also looks very, very good. He's also made a shirt design. And this is probably one of my personal favorites, together with the controller logo. Then we have this, where I don't really like the text here, but it's a cool looking picture. It just works better as an avatar and doesn't work so well on shirts, but I decided to include it anyway. And then we have the N here, which a lot of people felt looked a bit too much like the Envious logo, and I can kinda understand that. And I don't want to be associated, well, I wouldn't have any issues being associated with Envious. It's not like I have anything against them. It's just bad if you're in the same, you know, we're in the same kind of business in a sense. We both work in Counter-Strike, and if people would be looking at my logo and thinking of Envious, then they're getting a lot of exposure that I could have been getting, you know? So it would be a bad idea. Plus, you know, all these copyright things and shit. It doesn't look that much, but it's still, I think the blue and the, you know, the way that it looks and stuff like this, you can probably look it up. And it's kind of the same issue I had with this next one. It looks really, really cool, and a lot of people thought that this was actually one of the better looking ones. But it reminds me a bit too much about Skrillex, and while I really like Skrillex, I don't want a logo that looks like his. The next one, my sister thought that this bullet looked like something that was maybe not so much a bullet, but the idea of it is cool. It does look a bit weird with the N here though, but the idea of it is pretty good in my opinion. And the same with the headshot logo here. A lot of people didn't like it, but as far as ideas go, I think this is definitely one of the better ones. But it does look a bit weird with the bullet and stuff. There's always room for, you know, bettering or improvement is what that was the word I was looking for. But the idea of it is actually really, really good. And something I forgot to bring up, this is like my third take, so sometimes you actually forget, you know, what you've been saying and stuff. But the reason why I have decided to kind of make this video is because I made a straw poll, and it looked like people posted it on their social media, and then it becomes a popularity contest, not about who makes the best logo, and that is not what I want. So that is actually why I've decided to, instead of making a straw poll, I've decided to just pick a winner. But I had a hard time doing so, because I don't feel that any of these logos are the perfect logo. I want the perfect logo, the logo that just says me, and the one logo that is just like perfect, you know. It's as simple as that. And I couldn't find one from this top 10 where I felt that was the case. And at the same time, I had postponed the competition, so I could be getting more submissions. And I actually did get more submissions, and I got this one submission that I've decided is going to be the winner. And it's outside of the top 10, but I hope you guys still you still are going to appreciate it. It is by Slipped Edit, and it is absolutely amazing. Now, this video is already way too long possibly, and that is why I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. All of the links will be posted in the description, and I will be posting the names of the people from the top 10. But it's, if you just look strictly at the logo, it's easily recognizable. It looks fucking amazing. It's like futuristic in a sense, but at the same time simplistic. And it just looks fucking badass. It also looks kind of like a business logo, which is really cool. And if you put like a black bar, like this one, it looks even more like a business logo. So he goes into depth explaining why he's done what and so on. But the reasoning behind the logo, and this is what I find absolutely amazing, the hidden message behind the logo, is that if you look at the white here, it's like an N. If you look at the black here, it's like an S. And if you look at the white here, it's like a 2. So when he puts it at this angle, it's all about perspective to what you see. Do you see an S? Do you see an N? Do you see a number 2? And here in this logo is hidden my kind of most important parts about my name in a sense, the N2S. And I just think that this is an absolutely amazing idea. I know this guy's gotten feedback from his friends, so it took him a very, very long time to make this. And at the same time, just the whole layout of this is just so pleasing. He's also included a bunch of backgrounds that just look absolutely amazing. T-shirt prints and all this. And it just, like, even on t-shirts, this looks absolutely amazing. And in best 9gag style, he has included a potato, but it's a potato with an afro. It's actually a po-nado on a tuna pizza, because I fucking love tuna pizza. So this guy not only shows that he knows how to fucking make a logo, the idea of it is absolutely amazing, and he also shows that he is a true follower. Much respect to this guy. He has, in my opinion, made the perfect NATO logo. And I decided to ask him to play around with the colors to see if that works. And he made another whole thing with the same layout where he talks about the logo being like a chameleon, all this stuff, and different options where here you've got a filled background with a color, and in the option 2 the background is transparent, so whichever color is on the background is the color of the logo, and then you can just change kind of, you know, the the actual lines of the logo, if that makes sense. I'm really bad at explaining this stuff. I don't have the technical terms. But it looks really, really cool. And he's also given us a few more examples with backgrounds here. And everything just looks absolutely amazing. And I'm so happy that I decided to postpone the competition a bit. But with that being said, I want to thank everybody that made it into the top 10, everybody who submitted a logo, everybody who helped me find the proper winner, gave their thoughts about, you know, the logos, and people who partook in the straw poll, like people helping me out with the dimensions and what file type I should get, and all this stuff that I just have no clue about, where you guys were just absolutely amazing, and I wouldn't be able to pick out this logo without you guys. I want to thank everybody who has helped in any way with this competition, and now I feel that I have gotten the perfect NaToSaphiX logo. So thank you so much, boys. I would ask you normally to like the video, but since this is just an explanation, a conclusion video, in a sense, I don't really care too much about ratings. What I do care about, though, is that you guys know that I am so fucking thankful and appreciative that you guys want to send me logos and help me with this competition. And I really just want you guys to know that I appreciate, like, everything you do for me every single day. The continued, like, wow, I can't even fucking talk. The continued support that you guys are giving me, and I just fucking love you guys. Like, I can't say that enough, and I really, really do. So thank you so much to everybody who has, in one way or another, been part of this competition, and thank you so much to Slipped Edit for sending this absolutely amazing design. I will include all links and the names of the top 10, plus the Slipped Edit guy. I mean, I've mentioned it a couple times, so you probably know him by now. But you should be seeing this pop up on my social media and whatnot. We are already going to get down and dirty later today, and hopefully get this logo and a bunch of banners and all this crazy stuff. But thank you so much, boys, and I just keep talking. I'm sorry. I'm going to hop out now. Before I go, though, I need to say, oh my god, NaToSaphiX, how the fuck can you have all these tabs open? Oh my god, how can you handle it? What the fuck? You guys always say that. That's a bad joke. That's a very bad joke. Anyway, thank you so much, boys. I'm gonna head out. Thanks.